part of the discussion could be the presentation of the Maharlika Fund to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and its businesses. Again, the protection of our nationals abroad, especially in terms of labor reforms being proposed for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and the Arab assistance to the development of our BARM, the autonomous region, Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Mindanao. Now, to focus on the summit proper itself, it will be just a one-day affair on the 20th, and it will primarily be about the endorsement of the framework of cooperation between ASEAN and GCC. You know, the relations between ASEAN and GCC dates back to 1990, but this is the first summit, and we intended this time to intensify cooperation between these two regional organizations because the cooperation has not yet been optimized yet. Now, it's very important because the GCC is composed of highly developed Arab economies, and at the same time, they are petrochemical powerhouses and as well as hub and logistics economies. Now, they can help ASEAN in addressing energy and food security. Energy security because they're petrochemical powerhouses, but also food security because some of the countries there, especially Qatar, are among the largest producers of fertilizers, and they can fill up the slack or the deficit on the ASEAN side. At the same time, since among the main features of the geopolitical disruption in the past 2 years have been the disruptions in the supply chain, since most of these hub economies are advanced in terms of operations of supply chains and ports and shipping and connectivity, they could very well help ASEAN in the problems with supply chain disruption the past several years. Now, during the meeting, they will also discuss regional and international issues. So among those would definitely be the current developments in the Middle East. But we have to remember that these countries are not exactly directly involved in the conflict. So probably the discussion will dwell on generalities on this. Focus will be given more on the endorsement or the noting of the framework of cooperation between ASEAN and GCC for the years 2024 to 2028, as well as on the joint statement of the summit. I guess I'll stop there for now. It will be very fast anyway. So, yep, yes, please.
Go ahead, Maricel Halili, TV5.
Hi sir, magandang umaga po. Sir, bakit po ganun lang kaikli yung pagbisita ni Presidente sa Saudi? Kasi para lumalabas na overnight lang, no? Kasi we thought at least mag-start siya ng November 18. So hindi po ganun yung nangyari.
Well, ang difference kasi nito sa iba nating summits is that most of our other summits are composed of several meetings. And in fact, most of them usually start with a senior officials meeting and a ministerial meeting. And usually naman, isang araw lang or maximum of 2 araw yung the ones involving the president. No? But this time, yung SOM meeting, nauna na sa amin among ASEAN, and then hindi na tinuloy yung ministerial meeting. Nagkaroon naman ng pagpupulong on that sa side ng UN noong September. So, mas minabuti na tutukan na lang yung pagpupulong ng mga leaders. No? And as I said, medyo nasa nascent stage pa tong cooperation between ASEAN and GCC. No? So actually the importance of this meeting is that it will set the tone for the forward movement of this cooperation between GCC and ASEAN. So hindi kasi ito hindi ito as active as the other cooperation partners. So ngayon, we're going to make it more active by focusing on political security, economic, and socio-cultural collaboration. Now, I can only dwell on the generalities. Although napasa na yung framework of cooperation for 2024 and 2028, in the interest of time, let me just say that under political and security cooperation, it will include the intensification of meetings between GCC and ASEAN, especially between its secretariats. Then there will also be activities of cooperation or areas of cooperation on counterterrorism and transnational crime, cooperation between the GCC pole and the ASEAN pole, that is the parang interpol ng ASEAN and the GCC. So these are the areas na pagtutulungan, including anti-piracy, because if you look at it, these two regional areas are actually astride the two most important sea lanes of trade and communication in the world. You know, the Arabian Sea, which includes the Suez Canal and the Red Sea, as well as the Persian Gulf, and then the South China Sea, both of which are actually the avenues for more than half of global trade, no, and shipping. Now, so both are very important for the stability and for the stability of international commerce. And from that derives the continued prosperity, not only of their regions, of the GCC region and the ASEAN region, but also of the rest of the world. Kasi most of the trade of the rest of the world passes through these two international sea lanes or sea gates. Yun. So that's very important for us that we have this cooperation on security. And at the same time, as I said kanina, since these are petrochemical powerhouses, GCC can assist ASEAN in addressing our energy security needs. And of course, food security needs, kasi sabi ko kanina, among the countries here, especially Qatar, produce fertilizers. And then these are hub economies. And actually, these countries are awash in terms of investment funds that we can use in the region.
May
Okay.
effort po ba para dun sa kaso naman ni Marjorette Garcia?
I don't have a detail on that, but that could be. Kasi as I said, kasama yung assistance to nationals and protection of our migrant workers agenda.